Alright, so some of you asked me to make a video on how to simplify fractions. Alright, so that's what we're going to do in this video. Okay, let's look at this first example. Alright, this first example is 2 over 10. Okay, so to simplify fractions, for starters, is to make the numbers smaller. Okay, we don't want to change the value of this fraction. Alright, so if we were to put this number in the calculator, let's see, it's 2 divided by 10. Okay, it's 0.2. Okay, so we don't want to change that it's 0.2, we just want to change what it looks like. Okay, so how you do that is you look at the top number and the bottom number, and you try to find a number that goes into both of these numbers. All right, it has to go into both of the numbers, not just one of the numbers. All right, it has to go into both of the numbers. All right, so if we look here, we have a 2 divided by 10. All right, 2 and 10 are both even numbers. That means 2 goes into them, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 2 divides every single even number. All right, so we can take a 2 out of the top and a 2 out of the bottom. How you do that is you ask yourself, how many times does 2 go into 2? Well, 2 goes into 2 one time. How many times does 2 go into 10? Well, 2 goes into 10 5 times. All right, and as you can see, you're done here because 1 and 5, the only thing that they have in common is 1. Okay, so you can't simplify anymore. It's done. That's it. That's your answer. 1 divided by 5. So if we look in the calculator and we do 1 divided by 5, we get 0.2. Okay, so we didn't change what the value was. We just changed what it looked like. And we did it to the top and the bottom. Okay, let's look at another example. 3 divided by 18. What number goes into 3 and 18? Well, 3 goes into 3 one time. And 3 goes into 18 6 times. Okay, and as you can see, we're done here because it's in simplest terms. It's 1 over 6. There's nothing more you can take out. Okay, we have 1 over 6. All right, it's done. That's your answer, 1 over 6. Okay, so if you look in a calculator, 3 divided by 18 equals 0.16667. And then if you do 1 divided by 6, you get the same thing. All right, so we're not changing what the number is, we're just changing what it looks like. We're simplifying it. We're putting it in lowest terms. Okay, so same thing here, 4 divided by 16. Okay, so the first thing you could do is you could say, well, 4 and 16 are even, so you know 2 goes into each one. Okay, let's go that route first. So 2 goes into 4 2 times, and 2 goes into 16 8 times. Well, hold on, I think you can simplify again, right? 2 goes into 2 one time, 2 goes into 8 4 times. Okay, now it's in simplest terms. Okay, so now we have this. If we wanted to, instead of skipping the second step and doing it twice, what you could have done was just going straight from this one, 4 over 16, you could have used the largest number that goes into 4 and 16. When you use the largest number that goes into the top number and the bottom number, then you're done the first time. Okay, so for example, 4 is the largest number that goes into 4 and 16 evenly. Okay, so 4 goes into 4 one time, 4 goes into 16 4 times. We're done. Okay, as you can see, we skipped the step over here, and we still got the same answer. All right, so same thing over here. We have 8 over 16. All right, so if you notice, 8 and 16 are both even. So if you want, we can do it with the 2's again. So 2 goes into 8 4 times. 2 goes into 16 8 times. But now we can go with 2 again because they're both even. 2 goes into 4 2 times. 2 goes into 8 4 times. Okay, and then you can even go again. 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 goes into 4 2 times. So you get 1/2. Okay, if you wanted to skip all of these dividing by 2's till you get to the last one, you can just use the largest number that goes into 8 and 16. Okay, so you can say, so if you're good with your multiplication, you know that the largest number that goes into 8 and 16 is going to be 8. 8 goes into 8, so 8 goes into 8 one time, 8 goes into 16 2 times. Okay, you're automatically done. You automatically get done the first time when you use, it's called the greatest common factor. Okay, when you use the greatest common factor of the top and bottom, you get done the very first time. Otherwise, maybe this takes some practice, so maybe you can just start off by going by 2s, okay, until you get a little more comfortable. All right, but if we put this in the calculator, we get 8 divided by 16 is 0.5 or 1/2, and 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. Okay, so we see that they're equal. All right, let's look at this one. All right, so here we have 10 divided by 12. Okay, well, let's see. I think the largest number that goes into 10 and 12 is 2. 2 goes into 10 5 times. 2 goes into 12 6 times, and you're done. 5, 6. Okay? So same thing, if you put it in the calculator, 10 divided by 12, 0.833 repeating. 5 divided by 6, 0.833 repeating. Okay, same number, just in a different form. This is this is simplified. Okay, 15 divided by 25. Well, if maybe you're comfortable with your 5s, and you know that 5 goes into 15 3 times, and 5 goes into 25 5 times. Okay, then you're done. 3/5. Okay, calculator. Double check. 15 divided by 25 is 0.6. 3 divided by 5 is 0.6. Okay, so it worked. All right, 20 and 50. Okay, so now something like this, you really don't want to go all the way down by 2s. Okay, because then you have to go 2 goes into 20 how many times? Then 2 goes into 50. Okay, maybe you wouldn't want to do all that, all those steps. So instead, you ask yourself, what's the largest number that goes into 20 and 50? Okay, and if you're comfortable with your multiplication by 10, you know that 10 goes into 20 2 times, and 10 goes into 50 5 times. Okay, and you get 2/5. Okay, and if you do it here, let's see, you get 20 divided by 50, 0.4, and then 2 divided by 5, also 0.4. Okay, 50 divided by 75. All right, so then again, you ask yourself, what's the largest number that goes into 50 and 75? Okay, so that we can skip all these small steps. All right, well, the largest number that goes into 50 and 75 is 25. 25 goes into 50 2 times. 25 goes into 75 3 times, and you're done. Okay, note with this one, you could have also went the route of using the 5s, right? You could have done 50 over 75. 5 goes into 50 10 times. Okay, 5 goes into 75 15 times. Okay, but now you can do it one more time, right? With the 5s, you can say 5 goes into 10 2 times, and 5 goes into 15 3 times. Okay, so let's look at these other few examples. Actually, I'm going to stop the video here, and then in the next lesson, the next video, we'll continue it. All right, thanks for watching.